I am excited because I just got here at the Menard Sports Center in Wasilla to check out the Matsu Home Builders 2025 Spring Home Show. Let's go check it out. Acabando de llegar al Centro Deportivo Menard aquí en Wasilla para mirar la Feria del Hogar del 2025. Vamos a mirar. Happy to be here at the Matsu Home Show. Who do I have here today?
Michael Miller with Menard Mortgage, Aurora, located in Wasilla, Alaska.
Nice. And how long have you been in lending?
I've been in lending for about 8 months now.
And what got you into this world? It's so many things out there to do.
I've been interested in real estate for quite a while, and fortunately a friend of mine kind of inched me down the path to look into it more. I was talking to Sam Goldman and Lucas just about the difference between the lending side versus the buyer-seller side, and figured, for me and what I was looking for long-term, the lending side just made more sense.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. And now, what kind of services does Model provide? You guys have a broad range of products. Can you name a few?
Yeah, so we offer, essentially most products you would find at a retail bank, such as Credit Union One. We do loans from VA, FHA, conventional, USDA, rural loans, and then we also have home equity line of credit and refinances.
And out of all these services that you provide, which one is the one that you enjoy working with the most?
I think they're all rewarding in their own ways. For me, working with a veteran is really cool. They do so much for our country. It's nice to be able to help them navigate the home buying process. I would say the most challenging, can be anywhere from a first-time home buyer to, a loan that's, a little more risky versus difficult. I enjoy problem solving, and it's really cool to see, a first-time home buyer that either doesn't think they can get approved for a loan or is, apprehensive about the loan buying process, and, getting them from, maybe, hey, I just want some information to being pre-approved is always exciting for them, and then getting them to the closing table, seeing the look on their face once they, finally close on their first home is just super cool to be a part of.
I know the feeling all too well as well. It's one of my favorite things to do as well. If you have to get a tip, what would it be?
Shop multiple lenders. And, an interest rate for one lender could be completely different, for another. For example, we strategically place our compensation lower than a lot of lenders in the state so that, we can offer interest rates that are extremely competitive in, all areas. So I would say, shop multiple lenders, be nice to your lender,
always,
and, be open to change. I think the biggest hurdle I've kind of experienced as a new lender is just being, closed off to change or, trying out a new lender. So I would say, be open to that and, be nice to the new guys. Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate you talking with me. And give him a call if you're in the Valley looking for a new place or you're looking to refinance. A great guy. Thanks. Appreciate you, man. It's been a great home show so far. I just got into the Alaska Eco Water Systems, and I'm excited to learn a little bit about them. Who do I have here with me?
I'm Stephen Jones with Alaska Eco Water.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, oftentimes when I'm working with clients that are living on well-end septics, how important is it to get your water tested?
It's definitely pretty critical. The water varies so much, even from one well to the next. You could have two houses that are 200 feet apart that have completely different water. So you can't even rely on what you've heard from neighbors or anything like that. And the best thing to do is to arm yourself with information about what's coming out of your well into your home.
And How long does it take the testing? If somebody collects a sample, sends it over to you, how long does it take to come back?
So typically what I recommend is having us come do testing on site. The fresher the water sample is, the more accurate results we're going to get. And then we're in a position to also make recommendations for what you might need for treatment if your water does need treatment.
Okay, great. And what are you guys testing for?
We test for hardness, which is calcium, magnesium, the white staining and buildup that you see. We test for iron. We test for, as far as safety goes, arsenic and nitrates. We do also have the ability to test for bacteria, which can be a common problem with wells, and we have solutions for all of those. So when it comes to hardness and iron and things like that, that's where a whole home system will come in handy. A water softener is going to remove those contaminants from your water, so you're protecting your appliances, you're protecting your plumbing, and what you're also doing is lowering your energy bill, because heating hard water can reduce the efficiency of a water heater by up to 30%, which adds up over time.
Wow, no kidding.
Yep, and then as far as making sure that your water is clean, clear, and safe to drink, a reverse osmosis system is the very best way to go. They get your water squeaky clean, and if you're worried about the mineral content of your water and you want some of those minerals in your water, when you have a reverse osmosis system, you can actually add those minerals back in once we've got your water clean.
And how often are you recommending to test the water?
So I would typically recommend testing every 3 to 5 years at a minimum, and after any major like seismological earthquake event, anything like that. If you're on well water, that can really kind of disrupt the bedrock, and it can change the composition of your well sometimes permanently.
Okay, wow. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me and helping me educate my client base on the importance of water testing. I appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Hey Amy, so good to see you. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, George. It's great to see you.
What do you have going on here?
Well, we are the Oasis at Birch Lake. We have a private and secure gated development out in Big Lake. It's about a mile from town center. We have homes that are both lake and creek access and creek front. We've got 22 homes there total that are going to be built. 3 homes are actually for sale right now.
Already? Wow. How many lots total do you have?
Total is 22 lots.
22.
And they are all barrier-free homes, so there's no steps at all involved in these homes.
And what price points are we working in? What range?
We are selling for in the upper 500,000 price point. And they are all new construction.
What are some of the finishes and quality finishes that you guys are putting into these homes?
So, did you want to talk about some of the finishes?
Well, one of the things that he's done is you'll notice in the picture over here we have a roll-in shower. Because our subdivision is geared towards seniors, and that there's not a barrier in the house. There's not a step in the entire house, so you can be there forever. And so that's one of the features. The other is that we've built in a guest room, private guest room bath in this area. So if you need to have somebody there to care for you as you get older, that's built into your house. This is the last house you'll ever need. You never have to move again.
That's great that you guys are favoring walk-in showers versus tubs type of thing. That's such a great touch. I love it.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And the same with the in-floor heat, and everything is just made for a comfortable living space and a beautiful view, and either lake view or creek view, depending on which house you're in.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Have you guys been busy yesterday and today?
This has been a great show. We're so glad to be here. We've met a lot of wonderful people.
Awesome, that's great. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. I appreciate you. And if I know any of you are watching this and you want a single-story home that is built around comfort and ease of access, and if you're getting up there in age or you want something more comfortable, let me know. We'll talk to Amy. We'll get you something built.
Look forward to working with you.
At the Oasis at Birch Lake.
There you go. At the Oasis at Birch Lake. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, I just ran into Arctic Glass, and this is an interesting booth. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. Who do I have here?
My name's Whitney, and I'm the office manager at Arctic Glass.
How long has Arctic Glass been around?
We've actually been around since the 70s. This is a second generation business. So the original owner, his son is now the owner of our business.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the company. What kind of services that you guys do and products do you have?
So we do basically anything fenestration related, which will be your windows and your doors. We also do shower doors, railings, furniture glass, window repairs. Basically, if it's glass, we do it.
If it's glass, you do it.
If it's glass, we do it.
Do you guys do repairs too?
We do. So we can replace entire windows, which includes the frame with either like a vinyl, a fiberglass, an aluminum clad wood window, or we can just replace the glass, which most people, if their frame's in good condition, all they need is a glass repair. They do not need to get an entirely new window.
Okay, well, that's awesome. And how long does that take if somebody, so if I'm doing a transaction with a buyer and a very difficult home inspector calls out a safety glass, how long does that take for you guys to get out there?
So safety glass we can repair locally with laminated glass, and that's a 3-day turnaround. If it has to be a tempered repair, that is a little bit longer. It's a couple weeks out. For your most windows, 80% of windows, it's a 3-day turnaround.
That's very fast.
It is very fast.
And how far are you guys booked out for new installations?
For new installations, so depending on what the lead time on the product is, most of our products range from 2 weeks to 6 weeks, depending on what you are ordering. And then we try to get the installation done right away.
Okay.
So you could get a whole house full of windows in about 3 weeks' time. That includes your interior, exterior trim.
That is fast.
Yes.
And that's winter and summer, or particularly summer only, or?
Winter is a lot quicker than summer.
Okay. Wow.
Summer's our busy season. Winter, yeah, definitely it's about a 3-week turnaround. Summertime, at the height of the season, you might look at 4 to 5 weeks, but we definitely try to get things in and out of our shop as quickly as possible.
Okay, and you, your area of operation, is it just the Mat-Su Valley, or do you guys go into Anchorage too?
We actually are based in Anchorage, and so we operate from Talkeetna to Sterling.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
chatting
no
with me. I
problem.
appreciate you. If you have window needs in the valley here, give them a call. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to talk to Northland Property Services. Who do I have here, and what can you tell me about your company?
Sure. My name is Veronica Pillins. I am the co-owner of Northland Property Services. We've been in business since 2018.
Okay.
We specialize in asphalt maintenance. We do everything from crack repair, seal coating, commercial and residential paving. We do new driveway installs. For new construction homes, we do rip out and repair and give people new driveways.
That's great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new construction here, so I'm sure you guys are busy.
Yes, we are.
How far should somebody who's thinking about hiring you, how far should they book out with you?
As soon as they can. We have a very short window for summer, and so we're rocking and rolling. We usually get our paver out mid-May once the asphalt plant opens, and then we go from there. So if they're thinking about it, they really need to give us a call.
And what's your area of operation? Do you guys go into Anchorage too?
We do not go into Anchorage. We don't service Anchorage. We go anywhere from Eagle River to Talkeetna.
Okay. Now, after somebody has made an investment on this, the driveway, what could be a couple of tips that you can give homeowners to protect their investment?
Sure. We recommend seal coating. After you get a new driveway, we recommend seal coating 2 years, after 2 years of new pavement, and then repair those cracks. The cracks are really going to absorb the moisture, and it's going to cause your asphalt to crack.
Okay. And for the people looking to park very big vehicles on the driveway, do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, we recommend putting wood underneath the tires. That'll give it a little bit more support so you don't get any dips or anything in your driveway.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
MJ, my friend,
Hello, gotta hug you.
I gotta come see you.
So good to see you.
How have you been? How's the home show going?
It's been fabulous, nice crowd, excited to see all of our people out and about in the community this weekend.
Yes, awesome. You know, I saw your booth and I knew I had to come talk to you and say thank you for being one of the amazing realtors in our community. I love working with you on the other side. I know you're taking good care of your clients, and I know my time is going to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, why do you think the relationship between agents is so important?
Well, first of all, I love working with you too.
Thank you.
You're so much fun.
Oh, you can come
watching,
in. It's fine.
Hey, Ivy. Good.
Yes.
So for those of you watching, if you get the opportunity to work with Jorge, do it. He's wonderful, always looks out for your best interest, and we just absolutely love working with him. So back to your question.
Thank you.
I really think the relationship is so important, not just so that we have an enjoyable time working a transaction together, but the whole reason we're here is for our clients.
Yes.
If we work well together, we can make it a seamless transaction for them. We could work out any kinks together, honestly, fairly, and really just make it such a fun experience, not only for us, but ultimately for the clients, which is the real reason we're all in this industry.
Yes, and I think the biggest message to take from this is like, it's always great when you have the perfect team, the perfect buyer, the lender, the two agents on the other side. When difficult negotiations come up, it makes them a lot easier to work through them.
Absolutely.
You know?
And we're a true testament to
Yes.
that. We've had a couple hurdles here and there.
Yes, absolutely.
But again, because we have this great working relationship, and at the end of the day, we are going to do everything in our best interest for our clients. That's what's going to help us get them across the finish line and get to hug and high five and pass off keys at the end.
Yes.
So thank you for being fabulous. I'm really excited for our next deal together.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, Annie. I appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Run into the Toten Equipment Supply Inc. Nice to meet you, sir. Who do I have here? What can you tell me about the company?
Mike. I've been with the company out here in the Valley for about 3 years now. I know Totem was started in 1961, and it's still owned by the same family.
Wow, it's impressive.
Cliff started it, and then Mike Houston took over. Now his son and daughter, Jake and Jessica, are leading us forward in the next years to come.
So I see you guys have some really interesting pieces of equipment here, but I'm mostly interested in learning about this one. What is this thing right here?
This is a Toro Dingo TX700. It's a nice size mini skid steer. Comes with a few different attachments we rent out with it. It's great for homeowners because it's a nice size. We have smaller units than this as well, but you can get them into the backyard. Currently this has a stump grinder attachment on it.
Stump grinder. For your summer projects, if you got if you cut down a tree and you got a stump left, so this is the machine to use, huh?
Yep. It makes light work of it. This is an articulating boom, and it just kind of eats away at it, so you can get larger size stumps than one of the traditional handheld options.
Yeah, and any homeowner can rent this, no problem, correct?
Yep, just takes a payment method and an ID, and we can get somebody on the road.
That's awesome. And earlier, before we started recording, you mentioned that you guys are able to airdrop some of this equipment, like remote locations?
We allow it to be.
You allow it, okay.
We've had some customers with some remote projects. We've had the smaller units both helicoptered in and drugging in sleds to do remote cabin builds. You know, sometimes it's easier to get stuff out into the bush in the wintertime, so they'll sled it out or fly it in.
Okay, well, that's awesome. That's great. And you rent this equipment is only in the Valley or Anchorage too, or anywhere in the state, or?
We do have rental yards in Anchorage and Wasilla, and we do rent stuff from, say, Seward on the one end all the way out to Talkeetna. Longer hauls can be arranged. On new equipment sales, we definitely deliver throughout the state.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. I do appreciate it. So, I just ran into the Home Guard Services booth, and who do I have here? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jorge. I'm Zach.
Zach.
Yep.
What can you tell me about the company?
So Home Guard has been around for about 4 years. I recently just took over operation of it last year. Before that, I was running the Glass Frontier. We've been in the Valley since 2017, and I've been cleaning windows, roofs, gutters, doing Christmas lights, and pressure washing for about 10 years. So lots of experience.
That sounds like a lot, and I have a lot of questions because I see this thing right here, electronics, lights, speaks my language. So let's start with the first things first. What is this, and what can you do with this?
Yeah, definitely. So this is the control module for the OLO lights. OLO is the only permanent lighting manufactured in America. So it is manufactured here in the U.S. around, I believe, Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Yep.
So is this the lights that are gonna let my clients set up all the Christmas lights and sync them to the music and all that stuff, or no?
Yeah, I believe you can do that. You can individually program every LED as well, change whatever color. There's the full-on color wheel. They also have like 5 different options for white. Matching warm white and cool white is super difficult, and they have perfected it. You can create any pattern that you want, and there's over 28 different preset patterns from 4th of July to Valentine's Day to, Christmas, which is what they were originally made for.
So if you buy your house with me, we have to start looking into adding this because that's awesome. I love it. Add that touch to your house.
Yep.
Now, you mentioned you do roof cleaning and gutter cleaning as well. What can you tell me about your services there?
For sure. So for window cleaning, we mostly do traditional style, which is getting nose to glass. We make sure it is as near to perfect as it can be, basically brand new. We'll also let you know if there's any damage to anything surrounding it before we're finished with the day. For roof cleaning, we use a soft wash treatment system that uses a small amount of chemical to kill the moss that is on your roof. It's actually the only certified by the Roofing Association. The only way to do that. For gutters, we make sure to rinse them all out. Gutter cleaning's pretty simple, right? And power soft washing, same thing as for the roof. We can do it pretty much any surface.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if you have any gutter needs or roof cleaning needs, or you want to just give your house a nice touch during the winter time, come talk to these guys. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Pretty much anything on a ladder besides painting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Here's a fantastic booth. I just ran into my good friend Vanessa. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
And she is with Movement Mortgage. And
my name's Rob.
Jorge. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
I'm a hugger too.
Okay, that's fine.
So, what can you guys tell me about Movement Mortgage? And take it away.
Okay, go for it.
So, real quick overlay of Movement Mortgage. We exist to love and value people.
Okay.
We've been established since 2008.
Okay.
One of the biggest things is we want to be the largest impact lender in the segment. What that means, well, right now we're the only impact lender. We want everybody else to join. What that means is giving their profits away. 50%, almost 50% of our profits we give back into the communities we serve.
How?
We currently are running 5 schools in the lower 48. With the goal of 100 schools in the next 10 years.
Well, that's impressive. That's awesome.
As an example, here in Alaska, one of the things we've done is we were able to get an organization up here called Priceless, which deals with human trafficking.
Oh, no kidding.
We were able to secure them a $10,000 grant. Funded by our profits of our company. So each quarter they send out a list. We get to nominate different organizations and then we vote. It's a vote through the company and we choose, typically they choose 10 per quarter in order to give this money away so that they can fund local places. Some are national, some are local, but right now, currently, the priceless was the one we were able to get. Because we only have a couple votes since we're a little smaller here in Alaska, but that's okay.
How long have you guys been operating in Alaska?
I would say we've been here for a little bit, at least 4 or 5 years.
I've been here almost 6 years at Movement. Movement has been here longer than that. I want to say at least 10 years under different people, but I've been here 6 years.
So I actually really want to ask you about upfront underwriting. What can you tell me about it?
What can I tell you about it? Upfront underwriting is a great policy program for us. So essentially what we do, once you get under contract with the buyer, we're getting that file into the underwriter's hands for them to approve with conditions, or give us problems. So that way we know up front in the beginning whether there's an issue, or that we can get you approved and with these conditions. We also have another program called Movement Buyer's Advantage, which means that you as a buyer, you can reach out to a loan officer like Vanessa or myself, and we can collect all your documents, put it in front of an underwriter, and give you an underwritten pre-approval.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
So
that would make the process
it's even stronger, especially with us coming in more competitive market, that you have an offer that has an underwritten approval, gives you a lot more strength in your position.
With upfront underwriting, I feel like it's a great tool. Not a lot of lenders that I know of that does like pre-approval, right? So we learn about pre-qualifications a lot, where the buyer will submit their application, it will go based on the documents that they have, right? So what we do on our end, once we have the application, as he was mentioned earlier about the upfront underwriting, normally what I'll do, I will verify their income, make sure they have the assets, right? And when I give you my pre-approval, you know that we can get that done in less than 30 days too. So that's very important to get the pre-approval.
Yes, that's great. So if you're a home buyer out there shopping, it's better to go with a pre-approval than a pre-qualification. It will set you off in this market, set you apart in this market. Very competitive market for sure. So thank you guys so much for chatting with me. I really appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I love the underwriting up front. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. At the Alaska Fire and Flu at the Mat-Su Home Show. Who do I have here today? And tell me about the company.
Yeah, I'm Kevin, Alaska Fire and Flu. I also have a company called Valley Mountain Services. And we do anything from HVAC, boilers, furnaces, services, all that kind of stuff, as well as our wood side, which is my side of the business. We do wood fireplaces, we do wood stoves, we do gas stoves, we do gas fireplaces, and everything that entails, including dryer vents. So basically, if you have a chimney on anything, we can deal with it.
So you guys do the installation and the maintenance on
Correct. We do full installations, we do replacements if there's a problem. We can also do repairs if there's just a part that needs to be replaced on any of those items.
So when I'm working with home buyers or sellers, oftentimes the home inspectors call out chimney cleaning and some sort of issue with the fireplace. Are you guys able to work on some of those things?
Yes, we do level 2 inspections for home sales. So if you're buying a house and you want an inspection done, or the home inspector calls something out and you're like, I don't know if that was the whole story, you might want to call and get an actual level 2 inspection done by a professional. That would be us, and then we can tell you everything that's wrong and then give you an estimate on how much it would cost to repair it before you buy the house, so you know.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I know those repairs can be pretty pricey, so it's good to know what's happening.
For sure.
What can you tell me a little bit about the freestanding places here?
Freestanding fireplaces, specifically wood stoves, are the best backup source of heat because they don't require power. You can put fans on top that are heat driven. So they're excellent for backup sources of heat. When you have a power outage, if your gas goes out, your boiler goes down, whatever it is, you just need wood, you put it in there, you set it on fire, you got heat.
And for the people that may not know, you can cook on top of these, yeah?
Correct, yeah, you can cook on top of them, you can boil water, you can make soup. Some of them, even like this one, you can put bread in it.
Oh, no kidding.
You could put a Dutch oven inside of here and heat and cook bread, make chili, you know, you can sear a steak in a cast iron pan.
So enjoy those cold winter nights, you know, with your freestanding stove.
Yeah.
And what are your areas of operation? Where do you guys go?
So we work all over the state, but we work specifically in Anchorage, all of Mat-Su Valley, all the way up to Talkeetna and to Tok on the other side, and then all the way down to Homer and the peninsula.
Okay. And to wrap up this interview, what is the number one tip that you can give a homeowner to best take care of their either their freestanding fireplace or their heating system?
Annual maintenance.
Annual?
Yeah, almost every appliance that you have that has to do with heating should have maintenance every year, hopefully in spring, because that's just after you've had the most use of that item. Get it done in spring, that way by the time fall comes around you've already had it inspected, you've already fixed any problems. Because if your furnace has a problem, you find it in spring and it takes a month to get the part because it's some random thing, man, you got it before you need it.
That's a good tip. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And that is a wrap. Thank you, Mat-Su Home Builders, for putting together this event, and to the Menard Sports Center for hosting it. A big shout out and thank you to all the vendors that allowed an interview or a close-up of their booth. I hope that you guys were able to find this video informative and able to see a vendor that you may need their services. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next show. Muchas gracias a la Asociación de Constructores del Valle y a la sede deportiva Menard por abrir sus puertas. Incluso muchísimas gracias a todos los proveedores que quisieron hablar conmigo y hacer una pequeña entrevista. Nos vemos en el próximo evento. Chao. I am happy to present to you my walkthrough of the Mat-Su Home Builders Home Show. I am excited for the home show, for the Mat-Su Builders Home Show. I want to see if I can get myself on camera. There I am. Hello. Such a kid when it comes to this stuff. I gotta work my jaw to enunciate. No, that's fine. Okay, and that's a wrap, everybody. Thank you to everybody that participating. No, that's not how I see. I rehearse stuff in my head.
That's all right.
Don't work.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Por a la sede deportiva Menard por proveer el espacio. How's it going, guys?
How are you?
Good. You guys staying busy? Yeah? Pretty good show? It's busier than yesterday, or?
No, yesterday was really busy.
Yeah? Yeah, I guess Sunday. And that is a wrap.